So I guess it's gonna be a really casual video, but I decided to finally try out my ring light because it came a couple of months ago, I think, and I've just checked that it's actually functional and never touched it again. So I think it looks great. Recently I was shopping for the first time in a while. I mean, not like online shopping or shopping in a thrift store, but like going to the mall and oh my god, why is everything is made out of literal garbage? I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but this is sad. I've started learning how to sew garments a year and a half ago at this point. Yeah, probably. And I can't say that I'm an experienced sewist, but oh well. I definitely have some complaints about the quality of material and the way it's made when I look at the stuff in the stores. I guess this is different depending on where you're from, because I didn't grow up in this level of throwaway replaceable culture as it looks like many people from like US, for example, but I think there's a modern tendencies, like even a lot of people here are really tend to go with the throwaway culture. But what's even worse, it's hard to get a good quality stuff, because in many cases it's just the genuinely good quality stuff is out of reach financially for many people, so I guess it's not being sold. And another thing is that high prices not really mean anything. It doesn't mean that the garment or whatever item is really well made, because it could be just like a brand markup or whatever, so you really can't win this situation. But besides the fact that our planet is on fire, and like the more people think about sustainability and just the material things they have, the more people are mindful about it, the better. But like I'm not a minimalist, not at all. I like stuff and I have a lot of hobbies that requires me to have a lot of stuff, and I have preferences in like clothing and style that doesn't fit into minimalist aesthetic. I hate beige. White is often unpractical. I like black turtlenecks and black t-shirts, but I absolutely hate black dresses and black suits. They look atrocious. Only you can change my mind. Honestly, had a point in life when I tried to fit into the guides online, like what you should have in your wardrobe, like the best basic pieces, or like the wardrobe building basics, whatever, that stuff. I bought a little black dress because I've heard for years, literally since I was a kid, this is like everywhere, that every woman need to have a little black dress in her wardrobe, because it's like the most universal thing you can have. It's like the best, whatever. I bought a black dress at one point. You know how many times I wore it? How many times I wore this ultimate universal basics wardrobe building piece? Once, and I hated it, and I donated it to charity shop. I came to the realization that there is no universal pattern for everyone. The ultimate wardrobe building basic doesn't exist, because everyone's style is different. But it looks like people are so obsessed with this minimalist aesthetic. It's kind of the only thing that people are told in terms of style and stability as well. But you know, you don't have to wear monochrome outfits, or you don't have to have like only black, beige and white things in your wardrobe to be sustainable. You don't. I don't know how applicable is this to my channel. I thought about making like this discussion about sustainability in style when your style isn't this conventional minimalist, but I don't know, like I mostly talk about books and fandoms and learning here, so it feels like it doesn't fit in. But you know, it looks like that's this thing that a lot of people forget when they talk about the sustainable wardrobe. And building a sustainable wardrobe is reuse and repair, because it looks like a lot of people tend to think that they need to declutter their whole life and buy into the sustainability and buy into the minimalism, which is like just bullshit. But not as many people talk about reusing stuff, loving stuff that you already have, even if it's a lot of stuff. I think we tend to glorify decluttering a little bit too much. And you know, decluttering could definitely be good, because I definitely have hoarding tendencies in some areas, and I sometimes tend to keep stuff for years, thinking that, oh well, maybe one day I will use it, but I don't. So you know, sometimes really evaluating your things and getting rid of something is necessary, but I think like we tend to glorify it and keep it up to the extremely unsustainable and unreachable level. And well, I don't know, maybe I am that person that like when I find a thing I'm comfortable in, and I don't talk about just the clothing, but also the things. Like if I really like something, I will wear it until it falls apart on me, which is kind of the case with my backpacks right now. My dad keeps encouraging me to throw away my second backpack and buy a new one, but I think I will try to fix that one as well, but because I just love it so much, and I think I have a chance to make a cool looking mending if I really try. So and if it won't work, then maybe I will think about just replacing it. But besides that, I have a different favorite backpack. Say hello to this guy. I had it for almost 7 years, I think. As you can probably guess, it's a little bit yikes in some places. So, but it's still cool. I really like it. It was a nice backpack, so I'm fixing it. Oh, actually, before I started to film the video, I've already fixed it. My major point of complaints. Look, I made this by step myself from like some scraps of cotton fabric. The issue with this backpack was really that it has a section for laptop, and it has this, and the soft part is on this is on here, but like the part with hooks is here, and I don't always carry a laptop in here. Sometimes I just use it as a backpack because it's the largest one I have, and when this thing is just hanging without a laptop in the slot, the hooks are exposed, and when I close it, it was catching on the end of the pockets here, and because it didn't have any like stable finish, it was just, the fabric was just folded over once and stitched, and then became a complete mess. Finished this edge with like some nicer finish, and I also want to experiment and either use parts of well, this Velcro tape because I have like spare pieces from other stuff, craft projects, and just cut a separate piece to stick in here when I'm not carrying a backpack, or maybe use something fun with felt to match my new finishing on the pockets. And I thought I would be done with it, but then I thought I decided to slightly remake the pockets in the second section, because I've never actually used it. It has some small horizontal pockets, because like they're kind of absolutely useless. I don't know what they're meant from, like cards or something, but I always carry all the cards like in a wallet. So and I had like vertical slots for pens, but I hated it because I often have like a ruler and an eraser, and the eraser is too large to fit in these horizontal pockets and just goes everywhere. So usually if I carry some stationery with me, it just goes in one of those pockets, and that's why I have a bunch of ink stains in here. So I've never actually used this one, so I've decided to just unpick the vertical seams in here to make one larger pocket that I think it might be more usable to like store like keys, I don't know, so I don't have to search for them everywhere. So, you know, ideally I should put something on here because it's it broke, but I don't use this pocket anyway, so you haven't seen it. A little bit concerned about this part because it looks like it was finished with like a bias tape, but just like folded piece of faux leather, or just some kind of plasticky stuff, and it cracked and it literally falling apart on this curvy side. But like in the, if you look here, it's like starts cracking a little bit, but it's mostly fine. Yeah, I think it's a nice idea. Maybe I can just go right to the bottom where the pocket is starting, and to like here. Yeah, I think it would look neat. Let's go this way and just measure it. So I went shopping recently, and I was also looking at clothes and shoes and bags, because I needed to replace something things, and like I love to sew and I wanna improve my sewing, but I have so many ideas and so little time. You know, I'm not at the point where I will try to make jeans, for example. I want to, but it's kinda feels like a little bit too much, and I definitely want to learn like shoemaking. So I saw some people on YouTube, some sewers on YouTube attempting to make shoes, but I guess you just will have to acquire a bunch of stuff to work with the materials to make shoes. So I don't want to attempt that, and also making bags looks kinda too much, honestly. I think it would be cool to try to work with leather, especially because I really want to go a little bit deeper into cosplay, and leather could be a great material for some types of costumes. Starting to work with leather in general is quite simple, but I don't know. Sewing already takes a lot of time. I lost my train of thoughts a little bit. I was talking about shopping. Sorry, I'm just literally horrified by the materials they're using. Like, I was looking through like some dresses and blouses, and some of them literally feels like a plastic bag that they like just put on a hanger, and for some reason it looks like a dress, but it feels like a plastic bag literally. And it's like so bad. Obviously a lot of stuff is polyester nowadays, but even within the polyester, like, let's be honest, you can have some nicer quality stuff that is treated and weaved in ways when it feels not the same as a natural fabric, especially while you're wearing it. Your extent will probably have issues with thermal regulations and like sweating and whatever, but at least it feels like a fabric. And depending on like the type of weave, but whatever, it can look like other types of like natural fabrics. But you know, when a polyester fabric literally feels like a plastic bag and someone is buying it, it was in the sales section, so like leftover pieces from a previous collection, so they sold out the stock, someone was buying these horrible plasticky dresses and wearing them. I'm just, oh my god, and they probably will wear it once, if they will ever wear it, they will hate it, they will sweat in it, and they will throw it away. And I'm just, ooh. And like, realistically, you can't do anything with this fabric afterwards. You can't use polyester fabric scraps as cleaning rags because they don't absorb water, they build static, so you can't like clean the dust with them. They're just horrible. And not even touching on the fact that most of the polyester that's used is not recycled polyester, because plastics is one of the most expensive things to recycle, and the value of the recycled materials are not that high, so it's cheaper to make it out of virgin plastic than out of the recycled plastic, and recycling is a business. So, and I know some countries have better recycling systems than others. Here we don't really have any systems for recycling clothing or like recycling organics or whatever. We have quite limited list of plastics that are recycled. There are some like smaller initiatives, but like you really need to search for them. For example, there's like one company that collects like used toothbrushes and like cards, plastic cards and whatever, and when they have a whole pack of them, they send it to recycling facility in Moscow. They send it to a different country, which actually happens with a lot of recycling. I think that like Tetra packs, like cartons, or how do you call them? It's like mixed materials, ones with like cardboard and metal and plastic. They're also sold somewhere. They're not recycled here in Belarus. But like, if you throw away like your toothbrush in like a regular recycling bin, it won't get recycled. And not many people know about like this option exists. The same with organic. We don't have recycling facilities for organic waste. There are like an options to either try to recycle it yourself. My attempt unfortunately didn't work, and also there are some sustainability enthusiasts who collect organic waste, but again there are like a lot of limitations to this because it's like a small farmer and not a huge recycling facility, yada yada. And you know, there is no way to recycle a polyester dress, for example. Like technically H&M and like some other fast fashion stores have the like recycling take back program, but I don't know what the situation is currently is. But there was a large investigation by the Russian blogger about the way how the H&M stores in Moscow handle their clothes that are donated to their recycling bins, and it was found out that they are not sent to Germany or whatever that was said on the website. It was sold to second-hand stores in like big batches, and because it wasn't sorted in any way, and second-hand stores who was buying this stock, they wanted a sellable stuff, of course, so when they dig through it, they bought it like huge packed bag of clothing. They'll go through it, find the nice stuff. I think after this, when this was like went public, I think they actually started sending stuff into the recycling, but I'm not 100% sure, and honestly I have no idea how it's handled here. So I'm kind of like, I don't feel great about sending stuff in the H&M recycling bins. I'm not a fan of the sustainability claims. I don't believe in the recycling program. If I want to get rid of some clothes, I try to handle it a different way if it's possible. Well, so hi, it's 2 days later and finished the thing. It's a little bit wonky on this side for some reason, I don't know why. I'm sure that I've attached it nicely, but the most important thing, of course, now I have this to protect my pockets from complete distractions once again, because you might think that this, if you just stick it here and walk around without a laptop in this pocket, it will be fine. No, it won't be fine. It just moves around and this part of Velcro ends up messing up everything. At first I thought I would make like a simple thing, but because this bias tape was the only bias tape that was wide enough to finish this edge, and it was like this forest theme, I decided like, why not? I mean, I'm full grown adult, I could do whatever I want with my backpack. I wanted to make like a more cohesive ending for the video, which would be really hard because it was really rambly and really messy, but I think both minimalism and maximalism could be viewed as a privilege, depending on the situation. For some people it is a privilege to have a lot of things and keep a lot of things due to the limitation of the living space and the fact that they can't move to a bigger house or rent a storage when they need a place to store all the things, and they have to live in a car or whatever. They can't be maximalists. They have to keep a really minimal set of things. But for other people, minimalism would be a privilege. You know, I remember watching one of those decluttering videos, and the woman in it mentioned like 20s rule or something. So they were decluttering almost everything if it was if they could replace it in 20 minutes or under $20. And I thought like, oh my god, so you're willing to declutter stuff that might be more expensive than $20, because so it's either one or another. So you're willing to declutter a thing that could be expensive if you can easily replace it. And I'm not sure what does she meant by replace in 20 minutes. I don't remember. Is it like you can drive to a nearby like store and buy it again, or you can place an online order in 20 minutes and it will come tomorrow? Not sure about it, but anyway, it's like kind of terrifying. Like, really, you're willing to throw away that much money? Like, if you the thing is like disposable, you can really easily replace it. It is crazy. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Just why? And like the same people would talk about the environmentalism and like sustainability, and like discuss what types of sustainable, better for the planet skincare products they use. Like, really. So I hope you liked this very rambly discussion about some of my thoughts on minimalism, consumerism, whatever. And I really wanted to make a video about like my attempts to zero waste, what was a success, what was a fail, and I've kinda put together a plan already, I just haven't filmed it yet. And my Harry Potter themed videos are currently pretty much also in the planning stage, because oh my god, I had no idea it would take that long. I'm sorry. If I knew that it would take me that much time to just prepare the script and plan everything, I wouldn't announce it in like video I made in like July last year, or I don't remember, because it's kind of embarrassing, because I promised I'm gonna make it, and I will gonna make it. It seems like it's will not happen in the nearby future. So I think it was everything that I wanted to say for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. I'll see you next time. I hope that next time will be soon and not in a few months as it was with the previous video. Yeah, bye.